A 63-year-old grandmother is among the new class of freshmen at Georgetown University, but her path there started hundreds of years ago. That's when her ancestors were slaves for the Jesuit priests of Maryland. The priests own what has now become Georgetown University. In 1838, the school was struggling in debt, so the priests sold their slaves to keep the school afloat. Now, 180 years later, Georgetown is trying to give back to the descendants. In tonight's Special Assignment Unit report, Delia Gonsalves meets the oldest member of the class of 2021.
Good morning. How are you?
Melisande Short-Colombe is no wallflower. The Louisiana native stands out in her bright colors, beads, and big personality.
I didn't tidy up.
If any 63-year-old could go back to college and live in a dorm full of 19-year-olds, she's it. Melisande, or Melly, as she's known around campus, makes the most of her small space.
I call it the tiny condo.
Melly is in a DJ class, analyzing and discussing music.
I do have a Bose system in my room, so I'm always listening to music.
Anybody change the theme?
She's also enrolled in a writing course. The biggest challenge for a 63-year-old mom of four and professional chef? Listening and learning to be a student all over again. Still, she keeps an open mind, participates in class.
No, the 62-year-old scientist isn't Breaking Bad.
But skips out on those parties, though she does socialize with the students.
One of my little classmates told me she really liked my overalls, and I'm like, you don't think they're kind of dorky? She's like, yeah, but only you.
Melly is enjoying campus life, minus those Georgetown hills, but she's not trying to fit in. She has a mission here.
The sure weight of my responsibility to do this.
This is family.
I was very, very, very close to my grandmother. I sort of lived in her top pocket. There was a little bit of disconnect in the family stories because I grew up thinking that my family was free.
Until a genealogist sent her a message in 2016 that would change everything.
She told me, yeah, your family, your 3 times great-grandparents, Mary Ellen Queen and Abraham Mahoney, were sold by the Jesuits. And I'm like, wow.
Georgetown University is now taking steps to reconcile with its shameful past by offering 6,000 known descendants of those 272 slaves sold legacy status. It's not a free ride to college, but it's a second look. 3 descendants are currently enrolled, 2 young people in their 20s, and then Melly.
I'm going to do this for somebody else who comes behind me.
The school has renamed buildings. Isaac Hawkins Hall for the slave whose name was at the head of that bill of sale in 1838. And the Meditation Center, once named for a Jesuit priest involved in that deal, it's now the Anne Marie B. Craft Hall in honor of a free black woman who opened the first school for black girls in Georgetown back in the 1820s. Melly, she can see the burial site for those Jesuit priests who sold her ancestors right from her dorm room window.
As part of the internalized breeding of human beings to support the economy of the growing United States of America, it was easy for those men laying in the cemetery down there to write out a bill of sale and make out an agreement and sell families.
Yes, she's angry and she's hurt, but she's ready to learn. So when class is done, she returns to what she calls her tiny condo, puts on some music, catches up with family online, and simply reflects.
It was my leg of the relay, and I ran it. And when the time was right to hand off, it was a smooth handoff, and I didn't drop the baton.
What a story. Melly has not declared a major yet, but she tells Delia she's thinking of history or African American studies. The Georgetown Memory Project is actively reaching out to descendants. And to learn more about Melly and the Georgetown Memory Project, head to our mobile app or our website, WUSA9.com.